you horror nerds. I'm so excited to show you what is right here. Now, this was 2 pre-orders from Mintych Authentics. One was about 161 US dollars. It's expensive, I know, but you're about to find out who I got. It was fucking really sick. And then the other one was about 75 US dollars as well. So they ended up shipping both of these photos in here, and I ended up getting fucking hit with duty fees. I hate when that shit happens. That was about $37 right there. So this is an expensive order. So they're really fucking cool. So it was 8x10s. I did message the guy who did the private signings if he ended up getting any photos of them signing, proof photos of it, which I don't really need because they already are Beckett certified. But it's really nice to have someone like to show the celebrity that's signing your photo. So here we go. So let's get into the first one, and bam. So this is fucking sick. This is probably the highlight of like the most sickest signing I've ever seen in my whole entire life. And if you don't know who this person is, this is actually Steven Tyler's daughter in real life, Liv Tyler. And it's really sick. And she was actually cheap. I thought, in my opinion, she was a little bit pricey, but when I was talking to the guy who owns Mintych, he said that's pretty cheap in my opinion, because like she could be like $300, $300 to $350 right out the gate. But she was about 162. It's just the tough part is about in this autograph game is that you're paying US dollars, you're not paying Canadian, and it fucking sucks because of the conversion rate. But yeah, so this was this is really sick. And so they had multiple different photos of her, and I wanted I always said to myself, I said, because I have what's his name, Scott Speedman on of The Strangers, and I said if Liv Tyler ever did a signing, I would jump on it, and sure as shit, he fucking did it. And this is her actual first ever private signing. Like, she's never done anything like this before, and she's fucking huge. She's a huge grail to get to anybody's pieces, and I know a lot of Lord of the Rings pieces were signed, and I've seen a lot of like cast pieces, I've seen a lot of posters and stuff like that, but I want her specifically on The Strangers, and I think he only had like 3 photos of her on The Strangers. This is a pretty much one of my favorite shots of her when she was all like bleeding out and stuff like that. And it's sad because like he ends up dying, and then she gets stabbed to death, and then when the kids go up like into like the house and they like poke at her and stuff like that, she like wakes up and starts screaming because she's in so much pain because she's like was stabbed multiple times by the sadistic family. But yeah, so I chose the paint pen red paint pen because it symbolizes blood, and it's really cute that she did the heart because I never asked for a heart, and she just did it. And yes, you could have personalized it, and yes, you could have added, I think it was character name, but it was additional money. And that's what I don't like about celebrities, is that they choose to be greedy a little bit, and then they to add that extra $50 for a personalization, and it's a little bit much considering, like, you know, you're just making a fan happy, right? So again, it is Beckett certified, so the Beckett certification came into the photo, so that's really sick. So yeah, Liv Tyler, Steven Tyler's daughter, and if you don't know who he is, you guys are living under a rock. He's the one that does Aerosmith. It's fucking sick. So there's that. And then this was the other private signing, and bam. So this was about 75 US dollars. I did choose the paint pen for this. This was the pink paint pen. It's a little bit dark. I'm kind of like disappointed in it, but it's okay because I do like the purple paint pens, and I do like the pink paint pens because of like girly colors. So obviously this was a huge get. They did sign with her, I think, a couple or 3 years back. And when they announced her again, I had to get her on a Charm piece because I actually really liked her more in Charm than I did in her character in Scream. And no, I don't own a piece of Scream with her signature on it. Will I? Probably down the road, but it's not something that I'm jumping towards right now. But I want to like get the cast of the Charm. So far I have Holly Marie Combs, I have Shannon Doherty, and I have Rose McGowan, but now I'm waiting for Alyssa Milano to do a private signing. I don't know if anybody's going to do it, but if they do, they can make a shit ton of money because there's a lot of Charm pieces out there that people want to finish. But yeah, Paige Matthews was my favorite character in Charm, so it was a really fucking huge get. So yeah, and again, the Beckett certification came within the total price. So yeah, so out of these 2 pieces, I don't know, Mintych Authentics, like, it's tough because all companies have their own people that they get in their private signings, and when I heard that they announced Liv Tyler, that was a huge one for them, and this was a nice get to as well. They also had like people signings for Tatum, which is her character from Scream. That you could have got like photos signed on Jawbreaker. That was a really good like 2000s movie, like a girly girl movie. And then they had her famous for Planet Terror and Grindhouse. So I have her already on Planet Terror. Like it was a really good film that she was in. But yeah, like I said, it was tough because like each people, it's expensive because like I said, it's the US dollars. But like if I was to do 2 of them, I already would have shelled out like over 250 Canadian, and that's too much money for this. So like, yes, this collection grows within time, and the value grows within time, but I will not sell these photos because they're for my personal collection. But if I was to ever sell them, I could make like thousands and thousands of dollars, and I'm not joking you guys on that, because like I have some really big names in my collection, and some people have died. So the people that I have that died and passed away, I could sell, but I'm not going to. So it's just personal for collector's purposes only. But I've seen some other people's collections out there, and will say that I am pretty jealous. They have some really sweet people's names that I can never afford. So, but yeah. So I'm excited. I hope more companies start announcing more private signings so I can make more videos for you guys. I do have like a backlog of like other signings that I have to do, but I'm going to take a break from it for a bit because what I want to do is to bring the other ones through and then have them pile up so I have more content for you guys. But like I said, I'm a very picky person when it comes to adding certain signatures to my collection. But yeah, so leave a like, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. Ciao for now.